Hey, Shalom, Shalom, call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, has given all praise to the Most High, in name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000, man. Real quick in the spirit, I want to go into this clip right here that's recircling around. I'm not sure if I went into it before, but hey, the spirit jumped on me to go into it real quick. It says, Ayesha, whatever her name is, Curry, which is Steph Curry's wife, been married for years, got multiple children, gestures taking off her ring as muscular man, quote unquote, Marcel, walks on stage. Okay, and needless to say, we are leaving these black bitches in America. These are not our women. Okay, these are not our women. Even this woman right here, Tia, whatever her name is, you know, the twin sister, she left her man because whatever reason. You know, the guy was trying to be, you know, a so-called good man to her. She left him to go play the harlot, and now she want him back. You got this woman right here who's married to a multi-millionaire, okay, a damn NBA all-star, and she's embarrassing him by gesturing and joking about taking off her ring for the fucking help, okay, for the help, man. Okay, so no matter what you do, okay, no matter, you know, how much money you make, how successful you are, how tall you are, if you got the six-pack, the 6 feet, and the 6 inches, no matter how big your rod is, these women are never satisfied. They can never have enough. And that just goes to show you, these are not our women, okay? These are not our women. And as all hell break loose, we close to the end, it's important that you understand that. It is imperative that you understand that. Because if a woman would disrespect you like this on national TV, how much more in private when it comes to her taking the MOTB or when bounties are on our heads, man. Do not be simple, okay? Do not be simple. No way, form, or fashion. This bitch was over here. Marcel! She was over here ready to, you know, at least gesturing about committing. She was gesturing and joking about committing adultery. Really? Okay? With Marcel to help. Who the fuck is Marcel? Your husband is Steph Curry. You know? So there is no pleasing these damn women, man. And then you see all these black women on stage, and then even they pan to the crowd, as you're gonna see, and there's a bunch of so-called black women in the crowd. All right? They all single. They all got all these ridiculous standards. Even if you met them, they won't be satisfied. Hey, the best thing we can do is just focus on the kingdom, man. Okay? Focus on the kingdom. Focus on Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. Let's grab a few precepts. This is Amos chapter 7, verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. And the reason why is because these women, they've already been mind-effed by Esau before you even got with them. You know, and then makes it worse. When you get with them, they already been with several, you know, and in some cases several hundred men. Okay? They've been on a cock carousel, so they cannot pair bond with you. All right, but they always talking about going on a date and getting married and doing this and doing that. I saw a woman, she said she looking for her husband to spend the rest of her life with, and then she had a whole kid. What about the man who you had kids with? You know, these women, the Lord is gonna have to get rid of them. Okay, and truth be told, a lot of our women over here on this side in America, they're gonna be left here to die. You know, they're gonna be left here, man. That's why Scripture says Isaiah 4:1, which they hate that precept in itself. How 7 women shall take hold of one man, because you're gonna need protection, you're gonna need help, and we're not looking to help no, you know. And the Lord gonna give us the spirit to see, bro. Lord gonna give us the spirit to see through all the bullshit, all the crocodile tears, you know. And we're going to know who you was in the world. We're going to know that you was, you know, hey, the Lord don't want a lot of these women to get saved, man. That's why a majority of 2/3 is going to be these women. All right? Your wife shall be a harlot in the city, you know. I got another video. I'll put it at the end. I'll put it at the end, man, of a Jake going into it about if your wife's vagina has a smell, it's either she dirty or she cheating on you. And it's probably both, okay? You cannot trust these women, okay? Let's go right here. And nowadays, these women talking about, it's a whole thing on social media about the woman talking about how the man's supposed to listen to his wife. What happened when Adam, listened to Eve, man? This how we got in this predicament in the first place. I'm gonna grab that too. Let me see. Let's see. Through her. The beginning of sin came through these women. All right. And it get tiring, talking about these women because they ain't finna take the correction. But it's important for you to understand when this time comes, don't be thinking about your woman, bro. Luke chapter 17, verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. What happened with Lot's wife? She went looking back. Okay, she went looking back. Your wife is looking back. She thinking about this place. She not, or she might be looking at she might be looking back at an ex-man or something, But the point is, Lot's wife was looking back because she still, wanted to be in Sodom and Gomorrah. She wanted to be with those demons over there. All right. So these women, they want to stay in America. America affords them the liberty and the power to be promiscuous, to rule over a man, to be disrespectful to their man, to be out of order. Okay. So really, these women, they don't want this kingdom to go down. That's why they have a problem with the truth, because they don't want this kingdom to go down. Because they know once this kingdom go down, they go down. All right. They don't get to be the demons that they've always been. It says, in the NLT, remember what happened to Lot's wife, and what happened? She got turned to a pillar of salt, which still can be seen to this day. You can go over there in that region, and you can find, and you can still find, the pillar of salt that she turned into, which that's a monument for us to this day. That's why the scripture says, remember Lot's wife. Don't be simple in these last days, following behind no woman. Okay, chasing behind no damn woman. It says, if you cling to your life, you will lose it. And if you let your life go, you will save it. So sometimes you're gonna have to let a lot of this stuff go, in this life, including it might be your woman. Now I'm not telling you brothers to go home and leave your woman. Okay, hell no, I ain't saying that. But at the same time, just be mindful. Keep your eyes peeled. Really, you can't trust her. All right. Scripture says how they are the weaker vessel. All right, they are the weaker vessel, man. It says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse, and all this is good. We already know about this. All this is good. I'm gonna just grab a few of these. It says, verse 13, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, which means the mind. And these women, they know how to get into your mind. You supposed to be a provider. That's what bitch is saying. You supposed to be a provider. You were supposed to be a virgin, sweetheart. Okay. These women got in their mind where they think they supposed to sit at home and not work. And possibly be cheating on you while you at work. And I've seen it many times where men give their whole life over to these women, just they give them everything they want just to get screwed over in the end. She'll divorce you and take everything you got, and she ain't worked in. The one guy said she ain't worked in 8 years. It was one video of a guy. He was with his woman, and she went and showed him an apartment building that she bought while he was working, and she wasn't working, saving up her own money, or she was working, but he was paying all the bills. But she was saving up her own money. She bought an apartment building and said that was just for her, and that she broke up with him right there on the spot. She didn't need him anymore. These women will use you, and if you simping, if you simple, if you stupid, they got you. All right. That's why a lot of men gonna die behind a woman. You remember that old Project Pat song? Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. These women do not want to be saved, okay? And we are not in the business of saving black bitches that ain't trying to get right, man. And not just black women, but all women. All the tribes. If they ain't trying to get in order, they got to get left. It says, in any wickedness but the wickedness of women, because these women are wicked as hell. How you on national TV disrespecting your man like this? She probably the one that's been married more than everybody on at the table, and this is what you got to look forward to. That's why elders and apostles have told us not to marry these women. Okay, it is foolish to get married on this side, man. Okay, it's very naive. Look, somebody said this is fucking disgusting. I never seen a woman complain about living a soft life as a rich basketball wife so damn much. Everybody wants what they don't have. Y'all think it's surface level. Steph could have been cheated on this woman, and he ain't cheating. She want him to divorce her so bad so she can get half and be at 304. Yeah, these women, they always want to. It was a video on that. It was a woman that was on that woman. I forgot her name. Some black woman. She be doing the little internet shows. But she was on there, and she came on there and said how she left her man who she was married to for 16 years so she can go, have sex with another man. And it wasn't all that. She regretted it. Okay? So, hey, bro, I'm just, we speak about these things to give you warning, because as you get closer to the end, you're going to find out more and more how your woman is not really with you. Okay? Your woman is not really with you. And if you got to wait until the end to find out, for some of you, it might be too late, man. Okay? Verse 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. You can't just get caught up in a woman's looks, man, because she look good, she fine, she got a fat ass. That don't mean nothing, okay? That don't mean nothing, man. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger and impudence and much reproach. Meaning if you lose your job and she got to pay the bills, you going to see who she really is, man. It's really, a woman is supposed to be a help. So if you fall down, she's supposed to be there to help you. But these women, they ain't, put like this, they ain't woman, all right? Because a woman means female servant, and these women think that you're supposed to serve them. So these bitches got it twisted, man. They got it twisted, all right? But the Lord YAHAWASHI is going to set things right back in his righteous order, all right? And that's what he's doing in the earth. And it starts with us men. The Lord ain't concerned with no damn woman right now, bro. Okay? That's why when Yahawashi came on the earth, he wasn't concerned about the woman. Apostle Paul said, I would rather you be as I am. But brothers be burning. So, can't live with them, can't live without them to a certain degree, especially as young brothers. And at the same time, don't get all, tied up in the woman, man. Okay? It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. That man felt that shit. Steph Curry put on a smile and act like it's okay. Oh, she was just playing. But hey, that makes any man, upset. Scripture talk about the jealousy of a man. The health. This nigga coming in there with some champagne glasses and she finna take off the wedding ring because he got a few muscles. Come on, man. And then a nigga dark skin, Steph Curry light skin. These women have their own types, but they'll settle down with a particular man because he's, the better option. But the whole time they still want to get slutted out by another man. Boy, hey, you can't say you wasn't warned. It says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. This is what happens when you listen to a woman. You're going to die. Let's listen, falling behind these women, man. So we've learned, through our elders and apostles, how to be men. And a part of being a man is not letting a woman take your manhood. Like, you got women now that tell you, oh, you can't deal with no other woman. Bitch, I told a bitch straight up the other day, I said, bitch, hey, ain't no woman telling me what I can and can't do as a man. Period. I'm telling you what you can and can't do. You ain't finna tell me what I can and can't do. That's backwards. If you got a problem where you can kick rocks, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather pride. That's your woman. She shouldn't even be on that show. To embarrass you like that. A lot of these bitches, you won't have to just lock them down, bro. Lock them down or don't deal with them at all, because if you do, the moment you give them a little freedom, they're gonna abuse it. And now everything is destroyed. Your house, your family, your kids, everything, the marriage, everything is gone. All right. Here's the point. It says, if she go, not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. So when this time we're coming into, if you trying to tell your woman to go this way and she want to go the other way, let her ass go. Let her go. Don't follow your woman to them damn camps. Don't follow your woman to get that MOTB. Don't follow your woman to go, looking for Daddy Esau. All right, because that's who already, like I said in the beginning, mine effed her from the beginning. So these women, they don't see comfort in being with a man. They see comfort in Babylon. Okay? They see comfort. That's why a majority of them are single. And when push comes to shove, they're going to try to get with a man at the last minute, and you're going to be rejected. Shalom,
Your chick is either dirty or she cheating. Coochie don't got no smell, bro. Vagina has a taste. And the taste can vary. The taste can be slightly tart. The taste could be sweet. Or it can taste like water. But coochie absolutely does not have a smell. This is not middle school. You should not be in that coochie and then afterwards, or eating that coochie, and afterwards you keep smelling your top lip and all. That coochie is foul. That coochie is contaminated. That coochie has some form of discharge. All grown women who are up on their hygiene, and there are a lot of women who aren't. Ask women how a woman's bathroom smells. If you ever go to a female's dorm in any prison or any college dorm, females are nasty and they're dirty, and women will tell you that. If that coochie has a smell, that coochie is not up to par. And you're about to see a gang of women. Oh, my coochie got a little hint of... No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Your coochie should not be no hints of nothing. If that coochie has any smell, that coochie is not right. Am I lying?